Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It is PGA Championship week this week, and we are taking a look at all of the odds for who my picks would be if I was placing some bets this week on the PGA Championship. I'm going to select a few players kind of from each category, so a few of my favorite players, a few kind of middle ground players, and then some real long shots that I think actually could still do really well this week. So let's dive in. First of all, guys, welcome to the channel. Thanks for watching this video. Make sure you like it, subscribe to the channel, comment your thoughts down below. Comment down below who you think will win this week. I'll be really interested, and I'll be replying to every single comment. So comment down below now who you think will win the PGA Championship this week. Now, first of all, we're going to start out at the top of the leaderboard. So here, right at the top, we've got absolute favorite is Rory Mcilroy. Now, that's kind of not surprising considering he's straight off another win. He's got a new swing coach playing really well. And the last time the PGA Championship was held at Kiawah Island, he won by an enormous amount. So not surprising at all to see him right at the top of the odds this week. Then we've got Jon Rahm, who's in great form, hasn't really won recently, but has been up there a lot. Justin Thomas, again, similar for him, really hasn't won in a while, but been up there playing well. Jordan Spieth, I think, you know, we can't talk enough about Jordan Spieth this week. If he wins the PGA Championship, he completes the career Grand Slam, which would be a pretty incredible feat. I think most people probably actually thought he would do it a bit sooner. You know, he hasn't won a major since the 2017 Open Championship, and he got his first three majors, those first three, he got them very quickly. He's the second fastest player to ever reach #1 in the world after turning pro, second behind Tiger Woods, and he's just an absolute unbelievable talent. He also had his first win since 2017. The week before the Masters, he had a great week at the Masters, and then we didn't see him for a while because he got coronavirus, and now he's been back this week, and his first round back on the PGA Tour shot 9 under par. It was unbelievable. So let's keep making our way down the odds. Obviously, we've got all the usual guys at the top: Bryson Deshambo, Dustin Johnson. Dustin Johnson, he just hasn't been playing that well recently, and also he hasn't played many tournaments. So personally for me, even though he is, you know, obviously at the top of the world rankings, top of the odds here, I wouldn't be placing a bet on him. I can't see him doing it unless he's been working really hard on his game and been doing some great work, and then maybe, you never know. Bryson Deshambo has been playing pretty well, hasn't, again, kind of won in a month or so, but he has won a few times this year actually already. So you never know if it's Bryson's week, if he's rolling that putter well, he very much could win this week. Colin Morikawa, Brooks Koepka, Colin Morikawa and Viktor Hovland, two guys that absolutely could win this week. Been playing some great golf, and yeah, great golfers in general. Let's keep going. Patrick Reed, Daniel Berger, Tony Finau, all great guys. The next two names I want to pick out for you guys is Sam Burns, who you may or may not have heard of. He had his first win on tour last week, and he's been playing really well up there the last few weeks. And at 45-1, that's quite a good pick, you know, playing some of his best ever golf. Young guy, young talent. I remember the first time I watched him play with Tiger Woods, and he beat Tiger by about 5 shots on that day, which is so impressive to do the first ever time you play with Tiger. Next, we've got Will Zalatorius. Will Zalatorius done amazingly in the Masters, nearly won it, came second. Been up there a lot on the PGA Tour, playing some really consistent golf. I'm a little bit surprised to see him down at 60-1. You know, I would have thought he'd be a bit higher on the odds, so definitely not a bad bet there at all. Let's keep going. Let's keep making our way down. We've got all the usual guys. It's a bit weird to see Justin Rose down quite low there. We've got the usual Jason Day, Siwoo Kim, Lee Westwood, all great players, but not in great form at the moment. Now let's take a look at Robert McIntyre quickly. Again, He is the best left-hander in the world, highest ranked left-handed golfer in the world, and highest ranked Scottish golfer in the world. And he's been playing well, so it's a little bit surprising again to see him down at 140 to 1, especially as he did pretty well in the Masters. So, you know, as a lefty, best left-hander in the world, did well in the Masters already. I'm a bit surprised the odds aren't a little bit better, a little bit worse actually for him. So not a bad pick there at all. Let's keep going, making our way down to the bottom here, and then I will be picking, well, personally, some of my favourite picks this week. Then we've got some great players down here, but not really in form, guys, like Francesco Molinari, Charles Schwartzel, all major champions. Christian Bezuidenhout, great South African golfer, multiple winner on the European Tour. We've got Kevin Kisner, Stuart Sink. Stuart Sink won a couple weeks ago, been playing some really, really good golf. Phil Mickelson all the way down here. Let's keep going. Thomas Pieters, great ball striker. Danny Willett played a not bad week last week, hosting the British Masters. Dylan Fratelli did pretty well in the Masters, all the way down here at, 300 to 1. So now let's go back to, if we make our way down right to the bottom here, we've got, a lot of guys that you probably haven't heard of, some amateurs down there, and all at 4,000 to 1. So not too many recognizable names down there. Vijay Singh down there at 2,000 to 1. Let's go back to the top, and now I'm going to pick my favorites who I think will win this week and tell you why I've picked each of them. I'm going to pick two guys at the top, right at the top. Rory Mcilroy, first of all, because, well, he just won. He last won the PGA Kiawah Island. So he's defending champion effectively there. He's got a new swing coach, playing really well, putted really well. Had some good signs of really good ball striking his last tournament. A few bad days with the ball striking, but a few really good days, showing some really good changes already in his game. So he is going to be my first pick. Not very surprising, seeing he's at the top. But actually, I would have to go with Jordan Spieth. If I just had to bet on one person, I would probably go Jordan Spieth. And that's because I think Jordan has shown more consistency than Rory has this last month or so. Obviously, he has had coronavirus, so that is the one thing, with both of these guys, with Rory and Jordan, they both have slight negatives in that fact. Rory's kind of had some inconsistency, and Rory missed the cut of the Masters, and Jordan has had coronavirus. So I think if Jordan hadn't have had coronavirus, he would have had a really good build-up to this week's PGA, because he would have been carrying on that momentum from the Masters, played probably some good golf the past few weeks. He loves the Valspar, which he had to miss. He was really gutted about that. So I think, but he's showing some great signs of form this week, holding a lot of putts, short game is on fire, and great signs with his long game too. So he would actually be my overall favourite to win this week. But now if we make our way a little bit further down, I'm going to choose a few other names who are a little bit better odds for you guys. So first of all, I'm going to choose, Sam Burns and Will Zalatorius, two young guys in great form. Haven't won a major yet, but one of them has to be your first time. So I'm going to go those two guys. Pretty good odds, 45 to 1, not bad Sam Burns, but I think 60 to 1 for Will Zalatorius is pretty generous actually, considering he came second in the Masters and he's been playing well almost every week. Those definitely two of my favorites. Now, if we go down right to the bottom here and choose some of the long shots who I'm going to go with, we're going to go all the way down here, and I'm going to go with, by the way guys, comment down below, let me know who you'd pick out of all these players, who maybe you are betting on, have placed a bet on. I'd love to know. I'm going to go with someone you guys probably haven't have heard of as my long shot, but Dean Burmester. Now, I actually know Dean. He's managed by the same management company as me, so I have actually come around, practice round at the British Masters with him, and he is such a nice guy, and an incredible talent as well. He actually won on the European Tour 2 weeks ago, I believe, and then he followed that up with another top 5, I believe, and then he had yet another top 5 or top 10 last week at the British Masters and was right up there. I think he was only 2 shots off the lead in the end. So in great form, you know, won recently. He is a long hitter. He's the second longest player on the European Tour. So very, very long hitter. And he is going to be one of my long shots. The other long shot I am going to go with is, I actually had them a second ago. Who was I going to go with? I think they were slightly higher, somewhere around here. Oh God, I can't remember who I was going to go with now. It was... There's a lot of good names up here. I have to say Matt Wallace, actually, 125 to 1. That wouldn't be a bad pick. He's in good form. Long hitter, good straight hitter. Oh, I can't remember who I was going to pick, so I'm going to have to choose a name. And I'm probably going to go... I think Stuart Sink, to be honest. Stuart Sink is a pretty good bet. He's a previous major winner. He's in great form. Yes, he's up there in age, but as a long shot, just winning recently on the PGA Tour, not a bad shot at all there. And I just remembered who my other pick was going to be, and it actually was the same for the Masters, but Robert McIntyre. I chose him for the Masters. He didn't win, obviously, but he did very, very well, and he just seems to be getting better. A great young talent, as I said, best left-hander, best Scottish golfer in the world. Those are my picks. Rory Jordan. Who else did I pick? Dean Burmester, Robert McIntyre, Will Zalatorius, and Sam Burns. Those are my picks. Let me know which one of those you'll be betting on. Will you be betting on someone else? Tell me why. Comment your picks down below. I'd love to know what you think, who you think is going to win, who's in great form. Remember, guys, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. As always, guys, grip it and rip it.